What is up, everyone? This is Dre. Dre Trades, all that. You know what's up. It's time for a video. I wasn't gonna make this video, but I was like, man, I gotta make a video because I've been behind the curve. And let me tell you something, man. This market is crazy. It's getting me so pissed off. I'm short. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. So since I'm short, I'm like, go down, go down. But that's not, I just wanted to pick a direction so I can trade it. You know what I mean? So here we are. If you look at this thing, man. Go a little slow here so I can, this is live. I want to get some people up in the room. Anyway, you see, let's get rid of this drawing right here. Look at that, man. Oh. Look at this is the daily chart of the SPX. It's the SP 500 index, and this is boom, 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 boom. And you can see we are in a range, right? I mean, it's so obvious. We're down, we're up, but we seem like we're starting to hang out more on the lower half lately, right? So this thing has got to break. It's got to break lower, and this is why I'm short. I think we're going here. A lot of people know we're going here, and it just seems like it gets funny when we get to the lower end of the range because I swear somebody is buying this market, and I think it's the government. Plunge protection team in full effect. Every time we get, and notice it happens overnight. Seems like we want to plunge in the middle of the night when you sleep, when nobody's out there. Even CNBC even mentioned, who the hell is buying when volume is weak? Just, market's down 300 points, right? You might get an alert or something, 11 o'clock at night, it's down 300 points. Wake up in the morning, it's up 200. Who's buying it? When it dips down in the middle of the day like it did today, let's pull up the minute chart. And it's just so, right here, China was coming out. Basically, China came out with some news, how they got basically a plan. I can't remember the exact details of basically, from what they said, they ready for the trade war. There's no negotiation. They just doing their thing. They're going to hold up. They're going to show America who's bossing who. And the market was dipping right here. I think this is it. What time is this? Yeah, 11:30. It was no, it was right here. It was right here at the low of the day. Then all of a sudden it just bounces up. Yeah, just bounces up. But a lot of it happens in the future. A lot of it happens overnight. And it just makes you go, Let me bring up the futures. Right now, where the market closed? It's 4 o'clock. It's the 4 o'clock candle. Yeah, this is the 4 o'clock candle right there. And then we went a little lower right here, about 4:35. And now we're kind of a little bit above, we're higher than the close. It looks like I thought we was going to start tanking after hours. But we'll see. This thing will be hundreds of points, either up or down, probably around 11, 12, 1. 2, somewhere in there, but around 4 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock, 2, 4, it's all in there. Just when it's starting to hit the low, I mean, you talk about support, I mean, it's crazy. I talked about it in the past. I'm spitting all over the place with these V bottoms. Hey, what's up, Life Like? Hey, Juan, what's up, man? Talked about these V's, all these V's, right? Even though this one looks more like a U, but this is a minute chart. If you pull it out to like say hourly, you'll see these V's, and it's just crazy trading, It's something is not right. All right, so that's enough of that. Anyway, but you get my point, and I strongly feel that, man. And let me go back to the day before I move on, and I'm on the ES. Let me go to the SPX so you can have, I got lines all over that chart. Once we break here, we're going there. It's really that simple. If we break to the upside, which I don't know, we'd probably test the all-time high, or be a fake out, and then we all crash down. It gets everybody on board going to the upside, then boom, down we go hard. Won't give anybody a chance to get out. So what was I gonna say? Gosh. Okay, so let's go back to now the ESs, because that's where I got all my lines drawn, and you can see my fib. And I'm gonna zoom in right here, so you can see this from the high to the low, and you can see my Fibonacci. How everything is at the 61.8. That's basically the upper range, and the lower range. It's here's a line, the 23.6, but it's not. That's not really it. As you can see, it's cutting below that, cuts below. Maybe that's what makes this, seems a little weird. But if we take out this low, I showed you where we're going, to this low right here. And then if we take that out, look out below. Anyway, so I'm just waiting. Pick a direction. Up, down. Now I'm going to go back to the SPX. Up, down. Where you want to go, up, down, so we can trade it, because you can't trade this. Nobody's making money in here. I mean, yeah, I guess you could buy down here, sell up there. And if you're doing that, it probably is working, because for the most part, we're hitting the bottom, we're jumping to the top, we're hitting the bottom, jumping up, hitting the bottom. This time, notice it's failing. It got to the halfway point, and it's starting to come down. It hasn't really done that. So this one is making it look like it's going to break lower, with that candle. Look at the stochastics too. So it's heading back down. It didn't even reach a high up here into the overbought levels. It's just going down. So yeah, we see, and we also go into Labor Day weekend. All right, and then we come back full-fledged. There's no more traders on vacation. That's everybody's back. So that Tuesday, and all the real traders are back. Are they going to be selling, buying? Going into September, scary month, one of the worst months ever throughout the year. September, I think it's September. I'm not sure. I don't think it's October. I think it's September. But it's both of those months suck. Anyway, so we're going into bad trading times, the months where markets always want to crash. Anyway, back to me saying that the market is being manipulated. Time for my daily Chinese lesson. Yes, indeed, man. It's been a while. So, but I'm just talking about what's going on, not necessarily what you see here. But if it is being held up by some strange force, it won't be able to do that for long. You know what I mean? The cards will come crashing down hard. So if that happens, yeah, it could be hurt. It could be painful or whatever. So we'll see. I just don't think that whatever. I'm telling you, man. I'm watching every minute. Something is not right. Patterns are not working. Nothing's working, except for this range. Bam, boom. But the jump ups. And today was a reversal kind of a day. We opened high and we damn near closed on its lows. Not too far from the lows. So maybe it's a sign generally we go lower. But if we wake up tomorrow and we're down here, you can almost play that bounce. You're going to hear Trump tweeting. You're going to hear all kinds of stuff to keep this market up. But once it goes down and breaks that, I'm telling you, everybody's looking at what I'm looking at. This is no secret, this trading range. So once it gets down in there where it looks like it's going to be significant, generally you want to close, something closing down there. But I think once we start breaking these lows, it's just going to start selling. People are going to give up because everybody knows about this range is so clear to everybody. You can even see that, Juan. You see this range, right? Here, I'll highlight it for you, right? Once it breaks out of there to the upside or the downside, right? Upside or the downside, it's going to be even up. It's going to be full speed ahead, and down, same thing, because we're consolidating. That volatility is going to expand, and the market's going to move. So that's that. I think what's going to make it move up, if you want to talk about fundamentals, is the trade deal, right? If they go and got a deal, hey, we're signing a deal. Probably rock. I mean, it's going to be a rocket ship. Is that what Trump says? So it's going to be a rocket ship, Downside, there's no deal. The longer there's no deal, the more this happens, the more it's just going to want to go down because nobody already believes him that even there's a trade deal. He's been saying, oh, we're close to a deal. It's damn near a year. It's been almost a year. Can we go back? Yeah, right around here. Was it around here was the tariffs, I think, early last year? And you can see that volatility. That was tariffs. And then we started coming out, and then I think this was Powell talking about he's going to raise rates or something like that. And then more tariff talk, and then we was down, and then what the hell? Hold on. All right, I got my pants unbuckled. I was like, damn, I thought somebody crashed outside. I was like, oh, somebody's getting our Rent-A-Center furniture. Anyway, is it as bad as everyone says it is? Not really. See, the thing is, if you just take the current earnings, the earnings is what these companies are reporting for the last 3 months. It's fine. Everything, yeah, it's good. Stocks traded in the future, generally 6 months to maybe even a year in the future. So are we going into recession? That's why stocks are kind of struggling, and we hear it. But the companies are doing great. You know what I mean? But the rest of the world, there's a recession. There's a chart. See, if I prepare for these, I can show you charts and all kinds of things. The rest of the world is not doing that great. We're the best ship in the sea, if you want to put it that way. So therefore, the recession is basically going to start coming to us. We're going to start feeling it. So, and this is what the market is predicting, so you got gold. We can look at gold. Look at gold. This is crazy. Okay. So this is, that's the monthly chart of gold. When's the last time gold even seen a rally like this? Look at that. It's just taken off because the currency, bonds, whatever. I'm not good at all that stuff, but it's taken off. It's just taken off. Look at the TLT. Look at the bonds, right? Because of that yield inversion, that yield curve inversion, banks are not going to be able to make money. Pull up the bank charts. These are the monthly chart. Oh man, that's looking sick, right? It's even not too late to get in here to get short, but look at the volatility that's in there. Meaning those swings, and it just looks like it's just ready to break. So that's what I'm saying, just looking sick. So if yield curve inverts, is the bank's going to be able to make money? Are they going to lend money? It's a lot of what ifs out there. I can't even name them all because I'm not good at this. I can look at the charts and say, yeah. But, gold is working. Bonds is working. But the stock market's only 4% off the high. It doesn't even make sense. The yield curve is inverting. Oh, it's negative yields all over the world. It's all over the world. So it's coming to us. People is going to these countries that have money. Basically, our bonds have a little interest rate, 1.5, I think. It's positive. Let's put it that way. I don't know the exact numbers. So it's best to buy our bonds. Why buy, say, Germany's bonds, where if you give them $1,000, you get back $950 or something? Buy our bonds. So if you keep buying bonds, the price goes up and the yield goes down. Eventually, we'll have a negative yield curve, a negative rate, on our bonds. So it's just a lot of, the future's just very cloudy. And if we don't get a trade deal and start working on the economy and getting the yield curve to do the right thing, where the long has more yield than the short, things are gonna mess up. So I think that's why a lot of things is focused on China, because that's a start. Because once trade and these tariffs started coming into effect last year, that's when the volatility started coming into the market, which was right here, and we just been struggling for the most part ever since. Everything was good until tariffs, and then he did it for steel, and he had U.S. Steel Company on the platform. Oh, U.S. Steel's great, and I'm gonna raise tariffs. I'm gonna set these tariffs in so people buy American steel. Well, let's look at U.S. Steel, the company. Yeah, Look at the stock price. And here it is. Right here is when he decided to put tariffs on to help U.S. Steel out. Right there. Okay? And it just happens to be the high. Obviously, it's not helping U.S. Steel out. This company looks like it's ready to go out of business. Right there. Right there. It was doing just fine without the tariffs. And you put the tariffs on, and it's been down ever since. Stock's $10. So when you put the tariffs on, it was trading at, what is that high at? Got to squint. $47. Now it's $10. A $10 stock when you put the tariffs on to help U.S. Steel. Oh, man, it's been an AK Steel. It's been a long time since I looked at steel companies. Let's see if I can name them. Look at the steel charts. I mean, they sold, this is a $2 AK Steel, $2. Isn't this SL Steel, ST, SL, S, gosh, I can't even think of it. I can't think of it. Sorry. STLD, Steel Dynamics. That's one. Look at Steel Dynamics. How about Art MTL? Is it Art? Yeah, Archel Metal. I think so. Look at them. Steel company. This is a foreign steel company, though. I think. Yeah, it's an ADR. So you see, that's what's happened to the steel. I mean, nothing is working, you know. So yeah. Just a few stocks like FANG, you know, but look at Netflix. Let's go over the FANGs. Look at Netflix stock, right? Looks like it's heading lower. Look at Amazon. You're going to see all kinds of lines on this because I trade. Actually, it's hanging in there. This is the monthly. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, it just broke that trend line right there. You can see it right there. Just broke the trend line. Look at Facebook. And this is what makes you think the market's going to go down. It just broke that trend line. Now it's on this trend line. It's right on there, getting ready to break that I guess that's the primary trend line. And Amazon, Netflix, Google. Google, I think, is actually doing pretty well. Yeah, Google's not bad, but it'll catch Google. It'll catch it if there's a serious turn down. And we'll look at Apple. Now, Apple's a stock that's focused around the trade war because they got a lot of business in China. You know, them $1,000 phones, and Chinese, you know, they probably only get them, you know, they probably make them for like 200, sell it to you for 800, make all that profit. That's why the biggest company in the world, wait a minute, it might be Microsoft. Microsoft might be the biggest company in the world. Wow, look, didn't even put a dent in Microsoft. So, I mean, it's going to catch up. If once they do decide to go into a recession, or we're about to, it's going to catch up, you know. STLD, thank you, babes. What do you think of Japan deal to buy U.S. agriculture? I don't know. I didn't know. I tell you what, before all this trade stuff, I didn't know that China bought out, was basically keeping our farmers alive. I didn't know they buy that much agriculture, you know, so I think it's huge. We don't want our farmers to go out. I mean, it'll chain react, you know, so if that's how they survive and they got to sell out that stuff to the Chinese, there needs to be a deal. They got to get them to do it, you know, because you don't want to see farmers go out of business. I mean, they work hard. And then you'll probably see inflation, you know, I guess because there's not going to be a lot of corn and wheat and things. So that's what I'm saying. It could get ugly. There's so many different moving parts right now that's kind of messing with the economy. How could stocks go higher? It's too much. Just like you said, that's why the China deal needs to get done, because that's part of the deal. You know, I don't know. We'll see. Who's going to give in? You know, Trump's looking for a re-election next year, right? The Chinese, you know, they don't want their country, you know, what is it? Most of their country is alive because they're making stuff for us. Looks like I got. Yeah, their country is, you know, their country thrives on just making things for America. So if we're not buying their stuff, their country is gonna basically go out of business. Or, you know, but they don't care. They communist country. They don't care about their people. They don't care. You know, so they can hold out. They're not dying to make a deal. As long as the government has money, that's all they care about. You know, but so they got time. They're gonna make us sweat. I think they're gonna make us sweat. you know, he's gonna have to pull in the reins a little bit and say, you know what, all right, you know. But I guess he's hard headed. He's not gonna want to do that. We'll see, but I think he's gonna have to do that. I think he's underestimating the Chinese, the second largest economy in the world. There we go. All right, so that's it. That's the video today. Just wanted to keep it short. Yeah, just wanted to keep it short. So thanks for watching. So we could pull back up the SPY, and pull up the daily, I guess. It's all over the place. You might wake up down 200, 200. You're just gonna have to pick a direction and kind of go at it. Okay, now the charts don't want to draw. All right, so the charts are not drawing. I don't know if I got internet problems or what, but everybody knows the range. You can pull it up. Just pull up any chart. There's the range, and once we break out of that range, that's where stocks are going to be headed. All right, so there'll probably be good money to be made right here. If they reach this bottom right here, go long. It's probably going to bounce, and the way it's being held up now, I'm sure it's going to bounce right there. And I just don't know how high it's going to go. It'll probably at least go to the bottom of that range right there. So that's going to be a money maker for sure, unless things are that bad, where we slice right through that, you know, because a lot of people are saying, I'm trying to pull the charts down, that remember that Christmas Eve low right there? Some people are saying we're going there, right down to there. So if we slice through, if we slice through this, what is that, the May 31st low, we're going to that Christmas Eve low. So there's two stops. If we break out of this pattern going south, there's two stocks, got two stops right there or right there, you know. So and we'll see what happens. And if it breaks that, look out. There's no support for a long time. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Way down here, some major, right? Something major. Maybe up there. Maybe the top of that range. Yeah, because that's resistance. Say that's support right there. Yeah, so look out, man. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to put out a video real quick and kind of give you my thoughts. I'm just listening to the news. Just watching. I'm telling you this. It's basically, I should have named this manipulation. I think I did put it in the title. This market is being manipulated. I'm telling you, it's being manipulated. Nobody's saying it. And it's not going to be able to hold up. Look at that trading range. Look at them gaps. Up, down, up, down. It's just crazy. It's crazy. This is a little bear flag right there. Boom, boom. So it looks like it wants to break lower right from there. All right, so thanks for watching. Appreciate you, Juan. Thanks for checking me out again. And life like a high, of course. And that's it. Anybody else watching, I appreciate you, even though you didn't put nothing in the comments. But like, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, and comment, man. I love interaction. Then I could just start speaking. I'll talk to y'all guys later. See ya.